All right, Sourav, Clement Town, Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Acha, very close to IMA. That's
Yes,
where
sir.
your motivation comes from.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Father ex-serviceman is working as a supervisor in FCI. FCI is Food
Yes, sir.
Corporation of
Food
India.
Corporation of India. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mother homemaker, elder brother pursuing MCA. Okay. 10th Army Public School, Clementown 85%, 12th same school 74.5. Okay. Oh, Graphic Era product. Okay. I've had many friends. Some of my course mates are from Graphic Era,
Yes,
and
sir.
a few students under this platform now also are from the same college. All right. Uh, you played football. You've been a runner-up and first position in at college and inter-house level. Okay. Badminton. Okay, what is this one? The number of years you played.
Sorry, sir. In
In your
which
PIQ, you
column?
have filled as football, comma 4, badminton, comma 1. Is that the duration of playing that game?
No, sir.
Yes, it's like mention the number of mention the sports, number of years played, and achievements. So yes, I think football you played for 4
Sir.
years, badminton for 1 year,
Yes, sir.
and road running for
Yes,
3
sir.
years.
Yes, sir.
Correct? हाँ तो वही. Hobbies, football, running, drawing, web series. Okay. Interests in hiking, trekking, and adventure sports. Extracurriculars, music, drama, and dance. Okay. Painting competition, one at state level. Very nice. Okay. Graphic design technology, qualified for state level. Very good. Decathlon fitness event runner up. Okay. Nice. No NCC. Why?
Sir, I was not able to run the desired kilometers in the
Okay.
selection process.
You have written running as your hobby also. मतलब you've done road running for
So
3 years.
after that, I started.
Acha, you started recently. Okay.
Yes, sir.
CDS, TGC, and SSC Tech, all three conference outs. Okay. This was starting from. Okay, you've given all three attempts this year only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I have a good idea of your overall background. Let's go through your psych paper now. Which was the set I gave you? Set 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sir, 3.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'll open up the question paper. Okay, we'll do one thing. You read your own stories. I'll
Okay, sir.
do that through one by one. Please start first story.
Okay. So just a second. Okay. Sunita, a newly married woman, as she came from a humble background, so she decided to help his husband financially. So she decided to
Self-respect.
open a. Yes, sir. So she decided to open a shop near temple. She then plucked flowers early morning and used to make garlands. She also purchased some other items like chunni and made homemade agarbatti. Then she opened the stall near the temple. People liked her products as they were homemade, and also the agarbatti smell was smelling nice and lasted longer. In this way, she helped her family financially and also saved money for her children's education.
Great here. This is an amazing story for the fact that you have observed the background details very well. There's clearly something like a temple in the background, and this woman is carrying something probably for this small business she has opened. Yes, there's a village background, and the story is completely relevant to the picture, also projecting the good qualities of the main character. So, yes, all boxes checked. A very good story. Nice presentation, handwriting, and everything else also. Very good. Great start. Let's see how the second story goes.
Priya, third year engineering student, decided to go home to spend Diwali leaves. She then booked ticket and boarded the train. She went out of the train to buy some food. When she came back, she was not able to trace her luggage. She asked nearby passengers and informed the TT. She told the description of the bag to TT and went with him in another coach to find bag. She found the bag in the next coach as it was accidentally taken by another passenger. She then thanked the TT for her assistance and went back to her coach and enjoyed the journey.
Nice, very relevant to the picture. There is this girl who looks a little worried, and you have made this old man as the TT. Not old, but yeah, in his adulthood. And yes, the background also looks like it is a train. Some people may assume other things also, but yes, it closely resembles a train, the background. And yes, very relevant story. But do you think a person will take a bag by accident and keep it in the next coach?
Sir, I was thinking that I was going to write that he had a similar bag, so
Hmm.
he took her bag.
So
That's like,
that if you mention it will be a little more clear. So mention those details the next time you write such stories. Even in that case, I don't think any person would go to another coach and mistake. Yeah, probably yes, it may happen, but include that detail. He that person's bag also resembled the bag of this lady. That one line, if you include overall, like just a small add-on. Even otherwise, there's a good story only. All the basic requirements are uh, fulfilled, and how she tackled this situation is most important. So yes, she spoke to the TT and gave a clear description of the bag, then went with him and searched for it in the adjacent coach and found it. So yeah, simple story. There is a problem, it is being solved, and yes, overall, very relevant to the picture shown. So good. Third one, please.
okay. Rohan, a 22-year-old graduate of a village of UP, he heard a loud explosion from nearby field. He informed his neighbor and went to the place. He saw a plane was crashed and was burning. He then from the nearby borewell connected pipe and doused the fire. He then with the help of neighbors took the pilot out of the plane and sprinkled water on his face and gave water him to drink. He then called ambulance and in the meanwhile took him to his house, asked about his details. He then informed his close one and the nearest ATC about the incident and admitted him in the hospital. When his closed one came, he shared details of incident and left to home.
Nice, very good. Uh, but this one point, if a plane has crashed, do you think the pilot inside would have survived? Usually, when you see these
No, sir.
videos on Instagram or YouTube, it is pilots who have ejected from the aircraft and they have
Yes,
landed
sir.
there, their parachutes. So you may have
Okay.
included that point. They still have some injury because ejection is an intense thing.
Yes, sir.
So
It's
they get minor injuries. So you could have written on that lines. But this also works. But thoda sa logic missing hai because yes, if a plane has crashed,
yes, sir.
the chances are the pilot is dead. So and you have written he took the pilot out of the plane. So clearly you have said the pilot is still inside. Plane crash
Yes,
is
sir.
not in everything. It's just a sudden explosion. So there's no chance of survival.
Sir.
Okay, make that one small correction, but overall the story was very good. Like completely relevant to the picture. Obviously, there is a plane which has crashed in a field and there is smoke coming out from it. So you made this character tackle this situation very well. Yes, connecting it to the borewell and putting out the fire, calling neighbors, saving the pilot, informing the ATC. Like all actions are taken perfectly to tackle this situation. And yes, good qualities of the main character are being projected. Nice. That one logical point was missing. If that is included, overall very
Yes,
good.
sir.
The
Okay.
next story, please.
Sir, Sanskar, an IT professional, he got to know that his tenant was unwell, so he called doctor and found that he was suffering from typhoid fever. He then bought the prescribed medicine. He also bought a thermometer to monitor his fever. He ensured that he was having appropriate water intake. For that, he also bought coconut water. He also advised his family to regularly monitor him and fulfill his needs. Doing these activities for a few weeks, he recovered.
Nice one, but you didn't scan this well. I'll have to twist the laptop and read these stories now. While scanning these answer sheets, you could have just taken care to just auto rotate them and put all in one landscape or portrait. Hmm.
Sorry, sir.
I'm unable to read this, but I heard what you read. Relevant, yes. There is a person who is lying on the bed and looks ill, and this doctor is checking him and treating him, and there are some other characters standing. So you made a simple, relevant story and tackled this situation well. So yes, this works. How about as an IT professional? I was unwell. Was typhoid fever okay? Yeah, simple story and yeah, all elements included. Cool. Read the fifth one and go a little slow while reading because I can't read this. I'll only have to listen to
Okay.
your.
Okay. Rahul, a second year engineering student, he decided to do a cycling trip to a waterfall in Maldivta. So he went to his friend's house and shared the idea. She agreed, so he told her all the necessary items as the route was long, like water bottles, chocolates, and another pair of clothes. He arranged a cycle for her and also bought puncture kit as the route was off-road. They started the trip early morning to avoid traffic and sun. He motivated her in between as she was feeling tired. They took necessary breaks in between and ate food they bought. After cycling for 2 hours, they reached the spot, enjoyed the cool water of the waterfall, and swam there. They then clicked pictures and made the day memorable.
Very nice. This clearly shows a positive, exciting mood. Girl is surprised and looking happily at this first cycle. So yes, you have made them friends for going on a cycling tour or a small outing, and you have included these good details. When you are going on a long trip, he has brought a puncture kit and for swimming there, extra pair of clothes, and of course water bottles and chocolates. The planning part of that was very good, and yes, he motivated her in between when she was tired. Overall, they went, enjoyed, and had a good, memorable day. Very nice, perfect for this picture, and all requirements fulfilled. So yes, no negatives here. Next.
Ishant, a software developer working in TCS, he decided to go to Nainital with friends to spend leaves. On reaching lake, he saw a boy slipped into the lake. He immediately dived into the lake and swam to the boy. He picked him with one hand and ensured his face is above water. He then swam to the bank. He then asked of his well-being and asked his friends to bring towel from the car and dried him. He then dropped him to his parents' home and continued his journey and enjoyed boating at Nainital Lake.
Very good. Since this is a lake you have chosen, Nainital, the city of lakes, right? It's called.
Yes, sir.
And this is a simple problem. Clearly, a boy is falling into the. And yes, you have included. You could have mentioned the characters. There is one female and two males, right? So you could have told he has gone to visit the lake with two of his friends, a girl and a boy.
Okay, sir.
So just that one line to introduce all characters in the picture may have made it better. Otherwise, yes,
Yes,
he
sir.
tackled the problem successfully. He went, he swam, and very important, he made sure the boy's face is above the ground while above the water. I mean, while he was swimming towards the bank. And yeah, he dried him up and dropped him off at his home, and later on enjoyed boating in this lake. Cool, very good story. For this picture, maximum, this is the theme that comes. You've
Yes,
written
sir.
well. The actions taken and how exactly the character goes about solving this situation here. That's the most important thing. You have done it well. You've included good actions. So yes, well done. Next one.
Ishita, software developer in TCS at Vizag, as she recently moved to the city, so decided to explore the city on weekend. She firstly went to RK Beach, walked barefoot on the beach and watched the sunset. After that, she went to Submarine Museum Ines Kursura and was amazed to see it. She then enjoyed local cuisine there and clicked photographs. Later at night, she called her family, shared the pictures and told about the experience. She then continued her work and planned for the next trip.
Amazing here. Have you been to Vizag yourself?
Yes, sir. For my first SSB.
Nice, nice. So all these details are uh, very accurate, and yes, it shows you have perceived the picture well and you are aware of the place you have chosen. Clearly, this is a beach where either sunrise or sunset is happening, and there's a girl standing there and enjoying the view. So yes, all elements required for this picture you have written very well. Good, well done. One second. I won't be able to read this, so yeah, based on whatever I heard from
Yes,
you,
sir.
you've included everything required. This is a happy mood, good scenic picture. So yes, the theme you have chosen and the actions you have written, like what all she did, where all she went, and how she enjoyed herself. Great. And are you working as a software developer yourself, or are you working in the IT
Sir,
industry?
I'm going to join in August.
That's a common thing in most of your stories. You introduce the character as a software professional or a computer science graduate. So yes, it is relatable to your own. It's a good practice. Try to relate most of your characters with your own personality. If it's a female, also you can relate to the character. You can put yourself in the shoes of a female character. You can make that female software engineer just like you, and you can include
Yes,
everything,
sir.
project your qualities through that female character also. Some people have this misconception that I should choose only a male of the same age and exactly like me as my hero. Not necessary. Your qualities
Yes,
will
sir.
be protected regardless of what character you take. The endeavor should be to make it as close to you as possible, but it's not necessary. So yes, you have followed all the ground rules and made very good stories so far. So impressive. Let's see the next one. Please read.
Uh, Ajay, a solar engineer in solar tech. Their company got a contract to install solar panels in a village of Uttarakhand. So he, along with the team, went to the village. He asked Sarpanch to arrange a meeting with villagers. He then gave information about solar panels and its benefits. After that, he surveyed the village, marked the spots to install solar panels. After installing the solar panels, he gave some instructions to villagers for the maintenance of the solar panels. He then conducted weekly workshops to train some volunteers for cleaning and maintenance of solar panels. He then left his contact in the case of any emergency and concluded the session.
Very nice. The theme you have chosen and how exactly he carried out this task of installing solar panels, very well written. Especially this part where he trains volunteers and he makes the villagers aware of how to maintain them. Very well done. And yes, the picture is clearly relevant to what story you have written. Yes, very good story. Next one, yes, please.
Ajay, an adventure enthusiast. Uh, Sir, I think I've cut the images. Okay. So he decided to do a camping and hiking with his friend. So he called his friends and packed the camping gear like tent, sleeping bag, butane gas, and grocery items and went for the hiking locations. After reaching the spot, they decided to put the camp and cook food. While they were cooking, he saw a bear approaching them. He immediately picked his bear spray, sprayed in his eyes, and held his partner's hand and ran to a safe spot. They waited there for a while and then went back, packed their items, and went to the nearest forest police. They informed them about the incident and suggested to put a signboard there so that people are aware.
Everything okay, but what did you write about this? He put what spray?
Bear spray.
Is there something called bear spray, which you use to frighten away a bear?
Sir, I have seen it in Bear Grylls. So.
Is there something called bear spray? Surprising here, I've never heard of this. And can you shoo away a bear with spraying something in its eyes? Do you think so?
Sir, yes, sir, it is bear spray. Yes, sir,
Okay,
it inflames the eyes and the upper respiratory system of bear.
great. Yeah, like yes, it is a thing. Nice. Then this is a very good story. I mean, the new fact. Getting this. So yeah, you keep it super logical. It's good that you have this level of awareness also. Even that is shown. Yes, great. This story is very good and completes all the requirements. Obviously, there are two people running. What they look afraid and kind of yes, running away from the animal. The background is yes, looking like a forest. Cool. So everything works. And later on, uh, avoided these by recommending putting up a signboard. All good. And this bear spray out of the box. So yes, great. Next one, please.
Naman, a third year engineering student, came home to spend his summer holidays. He got to know that his sister was not able to clear NEET, therefore was upset. So he consoled her, took her out for shopping. He then asked her to focus on next attempt and work on her weak subjects. He also asked his friends who cleared NEET to guide her sister. He then purchased online course
Yes.
for her sister and motivated to work harder. He regularly analyzed her performance in mock tests and gave her treats for scoring better. After consistent effort for few months, she cleared the exam and they then celebrated together.
Very nice. Obviously, this is a picture where a girl is sleeping, and you may assume she's upset. Yes, the kind of posture she's in, it's logical to assume that. And there's this guy who is looking at her, and yes, you've made them brother and sister, and how he solves this problem of his sister unable to clear this NEET. And the way this problem was solved is in any TAT, that is the most important thing. How the action part took place and how this mission or problem was tackled. So on that front, you have done very well in all the stories so far, and especially this one is also very good. How he took her out first, then consoled her, motivated her, and throughout the journey, how he kept tracking her progress and kept giving her incentives like small treats and holding her hand throughout this journey and making sure she clears it next time. You're relevant to the picture and shows all your qualities. So yes, great. Next,
Sushant, a SDM of Rudraprayag district, he got to know that the youth of some villages in his districts were facing difficulties in finding competitive exam books. So he, along with his team, went to the villages, conduct a meeting, and made a report of the books they needed and the exams they were preparing for. He then bought second-hand books to be cost effective. He then identified a common spot to build a library for 2-3 villages. He then, along with his wife, conducted mock tests on weekends. He also arranged career guidance sessions for the students. As a result of this, 20 students of the village cleared the exams and he decided to make more such libraries.
very nice. You could have just mentioned which exams they cleared instead of just saying 20 of them cleared some exams. Just include some good competitive exam, like they cleared their the CCGL or they cleared some defense exam or they cleared a JEE, NEET, whatever. If you just include that one fact, it makes it sound better. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
next good story. Like, yeah, it's a happy mood. But a small correction. This in this meeting, if the agenda of the meeting was take the the lacking reading, he- no books being given. This picture does uh, scenario because everyone is very happy, smiling. So observe the picture. Do you think this is a scenario where they are telling their problems to the SDM?
No, sir.
So that small thing may have been corrected. You chose a good team. Everything was good, but this picture doesn't suit the story. Or you could have said after creating this library, he had a meet where he took feedback and
Yes, sir.
asked, and this was that picture. Matlab, that situation could have put here, and you could have told he was very happy looking at all the good reviews he got. And he tried to expand by introducing more such libraries in other villages. So
Yes,
that could
sir.
have made this picture relevant. Otherwise, overall good only. There's one thing. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Blank.
Abhay is a second year engineering student of Graphic Era Dehradun. As due to lockdown, his college was shifted to online mode, he thought of learning digital illustrations. He then watched tutorials on YouTube, installed Adobe Illustration Raw, and practiced daily. He also learned to make logos, thumbnails, portraits, and monograms. After few weeks, he started posting his illustration on social media. People liked his work and he got paid works. He then also bought pen tablet to add more detailing to his artworks. He then made his profile on Upwork and got clients from there too, and created a source of side income.
What was the last this thing he created? He put it on what? Afwa.
Upwork.
What is Afbook?
Sir, Upwork is a freelancing website.
Okay, okay. I get that. I get that. Upwork. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Pronunciation is a little difficult to get. Yes, this is your own story. This is what you did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
So
in the
that's
lockdown.
perfect. That's how this picture should be. Matlab, this story should be. Preferably, write your own story. Some problem you
Yes,
have
sir.
tackled, or in general, what you have done in your life to project your own qualities. And yes, you have clearly written you're from graphic era and you are a design enthusiast, graphic designing and all. So yes, it is.
Sir,
Uh,
is it okay to write our name?
you can, not a problem. Anyway, the assessors know your name when they look through your PIQ, obviously. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
no harm writing your own name.
Okay.
Let's go through the WAT. So I'll read this myself. This is easier. I hope you haven't done this also sideways. Ah, this is good.
No,
So
sir.
yes. Uh, oh, sorry, yaar. This is not clearly legible. Matlab, the scan quality is not good. Your handwriting and presentation are good enough, but I am unable to read this because of the scanning. You only read, please.
Sir, I'll read. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And be quick. Just keep reading fast.
Receiving claps from audience boosts team morale.
Yes.
Indian Army exemplifies bravery and courage.
Good.
Present action decides future.
Good.
Involving sprint in schedule makes us run faster.
Good. Be
Friends
quicker.
share food among okay. Friends share food amongst themselves. Armed
Good.
forces are in charge of safety of nation.
Good.
Company of friends doubles the excitement.
Good.
Timely and planned actions complete the task on time.
Good.
E-payment reduces corruption.
Very good.
Carrying water bottle on long treks. Government schemes help a humble section of society.
1 second. Let's go
Uni-
to this. Wait, wait, wait. Carrying water bottles on long treks. You could have completed the sentence, I think.
yes, sir, to stay hydrated.
Okay. So was it like shortage of time or couldn't get an idea or
There's shortage of time.
okay. Work. Next, 12th.
Government schemes help humble section of society. Sorry, 12 is university exchange program gives exposure.
Word.
13 army men walk in line.
Not a great one. You can improve the quality.
Yes, sir.
This is like a mid-school kid writing. You are a graduate engineer, so quality of sentence can be improved. Army men walk in line is no, improve it. Next.
Meditation controls mind.
Good.
Uh, Playing football releases stress.
Good.
Facts resolves conflicts.
Good.
Murder mentality should be treated by solved by therapy.
Very good. Next.
Long breaks resolves anxiousness. Long breathing, sorry.
Long breathing. Yes. Next. Good.
Rock climbing is an adventurous activity. Regular maintenance should be done to avoid vehicle abuse.
Okay, wait.
Bomb act.
One second. 19th. Quality can be improved. Rock climbing is an adventurous activity is just a general fact. Put some idea
Yes,
or
sir.
some thought to every WAT. You, what was the word here? Rock, climb, adventure. What was the word?
The rock. The rock.
So yes, rock climbing.
No, no, sir. Climb was the word.
So you can write better sentences on the same lines on adventure only. Rock climbing is an adventurous activity. Okay, works, but can be better. This is just a fact, plain fact.
Yes, sir.
In all the other WATs, you have given some idea, you have given something which shows about your personality. This doesn't serve that purpose. So make an endeavor to do that in all WATs.
Yes, sir.
Next, continue, please.
21. Bomb act as deterrence.
Okay, good.
Phy- Physical
Oh,
exercise keeps body and mind fit.
bomb acts as deterrence. How?
Like nuclear bombs act as deterrence so that other
Could have,
countries won't.
could have written nuclear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Make sure you write the complete one. Well, you have this in your mind, but how will the psychologist know if he just reads bomb acts as deterrence? Doesn't make a complete logical inference from this. So yes, include everything you think.
Yes,
Next,
sir.
next.
22. 23. Adequate water intake should be done to avoid dehydration.
Yes,
24. Self-confidence sail through challenges.
yes.
Defeat gives motivation to work harder.
Good,
Consistent efforts makes us capable to do a task.
good,
Facing fear to overcome it.
good,
Sleep gives relief in tired muscles.
good.
Proper logistics deliver items quickly.
Very good,
Consistent efforts and planning help us fulfill ambition.
good,
One should be aware of legal rights.
good.
Yes, sir, rafting is adventurous sport.
Again, in
Yes, sir.
these two sentences, rock climbing is adventurous sport and rafting is adventurous sport are simple facts. You can include some one or two extra words to make this better. Like let's say rafting is. I'm not. You tell me. Like how can you improve this? I have a different sentence in mind, but not this. So how do you make
Sir,
it better?
rafting is thrilling, like
Yes, that can be good because you are saying it is thrilling for you when you do that. But just saying it's an adventure sport is a plain fact. Or you can write it's an enjoyable adventurous sport or is a thrilling activity. So that talks something about you. But a simple fact
yes, sir.
is a fact. It does not talk about your personality. You understood now what is
Yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
method to go about writing. So yeah, make sure you do that in all WATs. Next, fast track.
Fast track actions ensures justice to victim.
Good,
Tactical diplomacy maintains friendly relations between nations.
very good.
Tunnel make route shorter.
Okay, good,
Sex education and strict laws should be made to avoid rape.
good, very good. Next.
Landing on midsoles avoid injury. So
Is it?
like in running, we
Uh-huh.
should land on the mid of our feet.
Okay. Midsole is that bulge just behind your toes. Is that, or how do you land on a
No,
midsole?
sir.
Your midsole is always in the air. It never touches, na?
No, sir.
Your
No, we should not land on the toe or on the heel. We should like this
Okay.
in the mid part of the foot.
All right, makes sense. You can include that, na? Landing on midsole during running avoids injury.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, if you land on your midsole in something like long jump, high jump, that causes injury. You should land on your toe during those
Okay.
things. But running, yes, makes sense. So include that.
Yes, sir.
Next,
Uh,
next.
fire of knowledge is doused by internet.
Mhm.
Healthy diet keeps body and mind fit. Uh,
Good,
team efforts help team win.
good,
Uh, continued efforts helps achieve task. Reading
continue.
books evolves one's personality.
Good, good,
Education opens infinite doors of opportunities.
good,
Friends company removes aloofness.
very good.
Squat increases force of kicks.
Oh, nice, good,
Trail running needs great endurance.
good,
Uh, friends forgive each other when one repents.
good.
Doing exercise in field, sir.
Again,
This I was not
complete.
getting any idea.
What is the word?
Okay. Sir, field, I guess.
You can write many things for field.
Sir, can I relate to it to organic farming?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It's a simple.
So next, but
Continue, continue.
purchasing from local market benefits locals.
Good.
Uh, attackers have great dribbling skills.
Okay, good,
Through UPI, we can directly pay to bank account. Uh,
good,
practice make intuition better.
very good.
Friends exchange clothes in occasions.
Yes, good,
Empathy is better than pity. Calmness treats vulgar behavior.
very good,
Early planning helps complete incomplete tasks.
good,
Soldiers fight with determination.
good,
Mother heart is full of kindness.
good,
Mutual trust builds friendship stronger.
good. So yes, in I think two or three WATs you could have done better. Those incomplete ones like doing exercise in field and these two adventure sports, rafting and rock
Yes,
climbing.
sir.
Overall, like one or two, if even if you are not doing well, it's actually forgiven. Overall, if I see duties are extremely good. So maintain this and make sure these three, four of them which you have not done great, you
Yes, sir.
can do them as well. Very good. Overall, TATs and WATs both are very good. Nice. Next SRTs, I'll go through myself. I don't need to read everything. Just looking at it from the surface, we can assess. In emergency lower shifted to lower gear, applied engine braking. Good. Please after rain. Okay. SRTs, I think I don't need to tell you one by one. But wait, let me see the number. You attempted 40. That's a good attempt. Yes. And you know basic SRT ka rules. So you have to include all the steps the character takes in order to solve it. And obviously, you need to put yourself in that place and write what you would do. Make
Yes,
it
sir.
elaborate. Matlab not writing long sentences, but writing short phrases and including multiple steps, like how you have done.
Yes, sir.
Uh, short phrases separated with commas, write all the steps included. Yes, you have done well. The number of attempts is also good. I'll just go through it. Yeah, overall SRT is mostly to confirm your personality. Most of the assessment is
Sir, I want to discuss one SRT. Like,
Yes.
two of your senior officers are giving conflicting
uh,
orders.
what
So,
was
sir,
your?
in that I have written like talked to both of them
Hmm,
and told them, मतलब, requested them to give a common order. Like,
works. Good
like
one.
आमने सामने बिठा के उनको.
Yes, if both are giving conflicting orders, get them to a common place and discuss things out and make sure that doesn't happen in the future. Cool. Good enough.
Sir.
Or any other SRTs where you found difficulty answering?
Uh, Sir, in the SRT, no one is cooperating. So I've written no, no one is talking or friendly. So I've written initiated yourself and talked about the things that they both liked and made friends.
चलेगा.
Yeah.
SRTs are simple here. These are daily life situations. Some of them are a little complex, but yes, in case that is thrown at you, you are smart enough to tackle them. They just want to assess what you would do under stress, under ambiguous situations. Your decision making, basically, how exactly you go about solving problems, your reasoning and problem solving ability, how much stamina you have, how many attempts you do, and overall, in any particular SRT, if you write some standing out type responses which can raise questions on your personality that psychologists will be interested in. Like, let's say a friend hits you, common responses would be you can hit him back or you can talk and resolve it. It shows something about your personality. Like, you are a person who is not happy with people, just walking over you. You are a person who takes self-respect and gives it back to someone who is.
Sir, I've written hit him back and then talked.
I'm bringing up this. So yes, it talks about some areas of your personality here and there, and overall, it is being seen whether yes, this person is overall good. Most of your assessment happens with your PIQ, TAT, and WAT, obviously with combined with your SD. SRT fills in those gaps and confirms everything which is being checked and adds some more points to it. Like, few things of your personality can be checked through SRTs, like what I told:
Yes, sir.
reasoning, decision making, stamina, certain other things, even your social qualities, your leadership, everything. So yes, you have done well. Attempts is good, and the quality of responses are also good enough. SD, let me go through this. Responsible, pay electricity bill, gas, booking, timely, transaction. They believe you are sensible. They make you advice. Uh, they take your advice when buying. Okay, consider you polite, well behaved, and you treat elders respectfully. They believe in you, your nature, and they believe you. Okay, you help in household chores. They advise you to use laptop less. Okay, and improve your eating habits. This part is a little illegible because of the scan quality. Read it. Be very quick.
Okay.
Read like,
Yes, sir. My teachers view me as a punctual and well-behaved student as I submit my assignments timely. They like my participation in co-curricular activities and appreciate my turnout. They believe I carry out any responsibility given to me with full enthusiasm. As such, I was appointed as discipline captain. They believe I am focused towards my goals and is working hard to achieve them. They advise me to not to bunk classes.
very good. Next. Hello. Your video has got paused. Toro, are you there?